Oh my god, I'm so glad we don't live aboard.
Yeah, bathrooms closed. I guess the water's all frozen too, so there would have been no showers again for... Yeah, really watch your step. It's probably gonna be slippery.
Okay. Kaylee's been making good strides and tidying this place up.
Yeah.
And I got the final plumbing sorted on the galley.
Wow.
So now we can do a test. We're just gonna see if it holds pressure, if there's any leaks, and then we'll test all the faucets.
Crazy.
Okay, so here's what it looks like. All right, I'm gonna flick the switch. Okay, you ready?
Yep. Oh, it comes out there.
Dishwasher.
Maybe put something underneath it so it doesn't ruin our lives.
We should connect the dishwasher up to it. All right, test number 2. They both got up to pressure. I'm not seeing any leaks. Oh, did I see one? Oh, I see one. Oh, we got a leak up here. Huh. It's a cold water pressure test. Great, that's a good pressure. Hot water, which is quite the plumbing ordeal. And then the real question is, how fast does this filtered water drip? Whoa! That's fucking awesome. Babe, check this out. And the dishwasher's also hooked up, so it would work. That's a complete plumbing system outside of one tiny leak over there.
Awesome.
So that's sediment filter, drinking water filter,
That's crazy. Man.
tank manifold, hot and cold water. Wow,
Yep.
quite the operation.
Yeah.
Yeah, cursed little water leak over there. Damn.
At least one now, so.
Oh, there's 2. All right on that blue hose stuff. I'll check in the engine room, see if there's any leaks on that side. No, all that's good.
Awesome.
I think, unfortunately, I have to try and maybe get rid of these big hunks of lead.
Why?
I mean, how do you feel about probably sweeping in there and cleaning, and then also they can't sit there like that because if we ever like healed over too much, they could dislodge.
Oh yeah.
So they need to be secured into place.
Mm-hmm. Can't they just secure in the center so we still have the sides?
Yeah. Although I think they were trying to get it as far back as possible. She's pretty bow heavy.
Oh right. Can you put it underneath there? Oh.
Yeah.
How much do you think that weighs?
75 pounds. Bet you this weighs almost as much.
I feel like we shifted over to the other side quite a bit from that.
Yeah, this almost weighs as much.
Crazy different to throw.
That's the difference with lead.
Yeah. Do you feel that?
Issue tipping.
Yeah.
That makes sense. It's a big weight shift.
Yep.
Holy moly.
Holy mackerel!
Fuck, these are huge.
Huge.
Well, I'll probably just relocate that to the stern
Yeah.
because we want more weight back there.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the most successfully heavy. They're hard to pick up.
Yeah, I believe
This is lead ballast, which I like having. Oh shit, it's heavy. The only problem is that it's unsecured. There's actually a few of these throughout the boat that are unsecured, which, as you can imagine,
it.
if you've got a knockdown or a capsizing, this is gonna fall up and put a hole in the roof and sink your boat, or it'll fall up here and keep it ballasted on the roof.
Ooh.
And then you can't recorrect your you don't write your writing position changes and you're screwed. So this is one of the things that we have to address for becoming offshore capable. Whew. Yeah, we're listing for sure.
Oh yeah, huge. Just shifted like 300 pounds.
At least.
Holding on like a top thing.
Yeah, as long as there's like a secure lid on them.
Yeah, just build like another like a layer of ceiling
Some
there.
hardcore framing.
I think that's my boat. Clean it out, paint it, and then put them back.
Whoa, yeah. There's a very obvious tilt shift in the boat.
Yeah, it needs to be there.
Yeah, we'll clean them up. We could even paint them.
Yeah, might as well like primer spray. Like the ink.
Yeah, at least the iron should be painted.
Yeah.
The lead is inert.
So one really simple thing you can do if you find your boat, the trim is off, is you're gonna go to the side of the boat that's sitting heavy, okay? And you're gonna locate your beer, okay? You're gonna get your beer, it's nice and cold obviously, and then you're gonna go to the side that's sitting high. There you go, your beer.
That's exactly what.
Done.
That's actually what's in the Chappelle's boat building book about how to do that. Nice.
That's boat building.
All right, fast forward a couple hours of sanding and vacuuming, etc. Time to prime again.
Again.
in.
Stinky. Stinky.
Gosh, is anywhere there's paint, the paint is swelling. The fairing compound is not, so it's really accentuating the issues with the wall. We might just have a lumpy wall no matter what we try, unless we strip it right back to wood.
Yeah, I think the problem was that you painted a little too soon.
Yeah, we got excited.
Live and learn, babe, live and learn.
It's so 3D though.
Yeah, well, it might just be fun. Whatever.
Might just be what we get.
Yeah.
Okay, I know this is like the third time I've attacked this wall. Here's what happened. I primed it, and then I painted it, and I didn't like the look of it. It was too wobbly, so then I faired it. Now I'm fairing over top of paint. That was okay. And then I went to prime, and wherever there was paint revealed, but the fairing compound was there, the fairing compound took the primer just fine. The paint turned to mush. So I was faced with a couple options here. I could just put some door skin over this. I could put tongue and groove up here. But the cheapest option is for us to just strip it back, and then we'll put some penetrating epoxy on, then we'll fair it, then we'll prime it, and then we'll paint it once we know it's at 100% fair, smooth finish. So the lesson here, order of operations really matters when it comes to these total boat products. It's the same with a lot of other products. I've had Sikaflex and other compounds mixed together and have really bad results, but in this case, order of operations is king.
I was cacawing for you.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Oh, I was talking at the camera.
Did I ruin it?
No,
Did I ruin the video? Where's it? Where's it?
it's over here.
Okay, I thought you were kidnapped. You know?
You thought what?
I thought you were kidnapped. Thought some old man stole you away.
Bound to happen sooner or later.
I know, you're such an easy target, babe.
Great. Protect that bright work.
Yeah, I'll just tape it down so that when we paint, it doesn't get on there too. It's not sliding. Tape. That'll work.
Yeah, it's my first time down here since being at the boat show. Haley's gotten like all of this done, so much masked, all this down here done. Oh, it looks so much better. Beautifully organized.
Ready for paint. Yeah, I have to take a bunch of stuff out of here. This stuff all needs to get the fuck in there so I can finish that bulkhead.
Yeah.
And also that.
I guess we're probably gonna paint in here white as well.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but until this is mostly done and painted,
Yeah.
we'll not fuck with that because we need to just be able to shuffle things around.
Yeah.
This is gonna start to be a problem though.
Yeah.
There's a couple things that don't need to be in here, like that pile of wood and stuff. So
Yeah. It's nice and toasty in here. That's good.
it's warm-ish. Yeah, it definitely
Yeah.
got colder as soon as we opened the hatch.
Yeah, this is great. This is great. The way forward is becoming so much clearer. Babe, it genuinely is starting to feel like a very different boat. Yeah, I love this. Good job.
Nobody home.
Nobody home?
No.
Yeah, let's go home if we can.
Yeah, you clearly need a little more rest here, so. Oh, what's going on there?
Found some rot behind the teak trim.
Yeah, there's like a eternal wet spot back there.
Yeah.
That was a smart move.
Popping the trim off so we can see what the hell's going on.
If you look directly above that on deck, there's like a little crack in between the paint and everything that just like is like a plain size spot. That's I'm sure just letting tons of water in. Oh, that's not too bad.
This is all good.
Yeah, it's just interesting the shape that it made.
So these are laminates of Doug, or yeah, these are Doug or red something, and they're okay. And right where they stop, the rot begins. Red's red's super rot resistant. Douglas fir isn't, so this is probably red. And then this, and then some sort of joinery over here is all Doug.
Crazy.
And if we don't,
Whoa.
we don't excavate.
So maybe worth taking this like ceiling plank off, eh? And seeing like how far it goes. Unfortunately, I don't want to do it right now. But
No, I
I'm just
think you're
saying
right.
We'll probably have to.
Yeah, we'll take this off. See if there's anything hiding behind.
Yeah, I mean.
The only rot we found on the boat so far, which
It
is
also is just like, I mean, obviously,
This
because
is-
that corner is always wet.
always.
Always. And there's a spider that lives in there
Like-
in his little damp palace.
Like, I bet you I'm gonna go to outside pretty quick here.
I wouldn't do that. That's just,
Water is getting in where the top of this bolt is.
yeah. Oh, that's fine.
I'll go take a look
Babe, I love
outside.
it. Oh, is it plywood? Are you sure it's not ply? Kind of looks like ply to me.
No, I think it's that brown is just varnish.
Like in the corner. Maybe just like the.
Yeah, I think it's teak.
Okay.
Okay, so because all of the foam that was left behind up there was really intense, what I decided to do was, because there's literally maybe 1,000 staples in there, what I did is I pulled the first ceiling plank out so I could just take a grinder underneath, and that got rid of all of it. And while I was at it, the top was so heavily marred up with staples and foam that we couldn't get out that I just popped that trim piece off, chopped it up, put it in the fireplace. So I need to make a new top ledge for up there that also settles underneath the ceiling plank up there, and then I need to make a new ceiling plank for here, but that's okay because we're still currently debating if we remove all of those and make them into far superior ceiling planks, which I think would actually be quite nice, because now that the rest of the boat's starting to look good, that's starting to look really shit. But at a certain point earlier in the build, this was starting to be the nicest looking part and really spurred us on to make things look good. Now we've made them look so good that this looks horrible, so we're getting there. And Haley's stripping all the varnish off the deck beams, and roof is getting sanded, so we're getting there, we're getting there. One of the other benefits is that you can see that right here is dry and right here is damp. So that's telling us that we have water coming in from the deck behind the ceiling plank, so this is actually really good exploratory work. Puts a strong emphasis on getting the deck resealed as soon as we have a weather window. And on the other side, these were literally just sitting there. I was able to just pull them out. And
in contrast, on this side, everything behind the ceiling planks is bone dry, so that's a really good sign. So we got some spots that are damp, some that are dry. Catch it early, because if you don't, your boat rots. Whew. Hey guys, green yet again. Haley and I are just here working away on the boat. My God, every time. Yeah, we've been sanding the roofs like crazy and working away pretty hard. That's Haley's butt. Yeah, so we are kind of working through, figuring out what's going on the boat, making big progress. I'll show you guys what we've been up to in the galley. So our main focus right now is finishing the galley.
Get her done.
So, let me see. Sorry, we got cables hanging everywhere now. This, I did paint. Oh,
Oh, it worked.
you reactivated the light.
It's because I'm an angel.
Oh, it's gone now. This bulkhead I did prime paint, blah, 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 but I had a mistake, so I fixed it. But I just found a bunch of really bad rot. Well, not really bad, but some pretty...
I'd say like a 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
It's like worth noting.
I don't think it's spread super far, so my new goal is to... We're drying it out now.
Mm-hmm. So fortunately, we've had great discussions over the last couple of days when Barry was sick, and we tried to like discuss an order of operations for approaching this project. And my kind of big thing was top down. The sanding this like the cabin topsides makes so much dust.
Yeah, we
all
can't.
over everything.
We can't consider painting in here until this is all
and
sanded.
like Barry painted down there, and it's already getting goopy again. Like,
yeah,
it's just not worth it to waste our valuable supplies from Total Boat.
Yeah. So we're making good headway in here.
It's so time consuming. It's
yeah,
crazy.
we're stripping back every beam to bare wood again because it has this old varnish on it. So we're redoing it all. So the discovery of that rot really opened up that all of this stuff has to come off because I need to see if it's spread at all this way. I don't think it has a ton, maybe half a foot or something at most, but we gotta stop it now while we can.
I mean, that's all above the water line too, so it's not like it's gonna kill us. But...
And I checked the outside of the hull, there's no deterioration there, so that's good.
Yeah, but there's just like a constant wet spot there, and it would be so ignorant just to ignore it. So.
Exactly.
Also, a spider lives in there, and I felt so bad.
Oh, poor little spider.
That's his vacation home.
Yeah.
Now I noticed all the spiders are rallying in the head.
Oh no.
Yeah, because we've like disrupted all their living space, so now it's gonna be like Spider Fest.
So once Galley starts going back together, we'll be at a point where we literally are just done everything in this whole zone and we can walk away. And this seems to be taking a while.
We just walk away at that point.
Yeah.
I'm way too invested in this to walk away.
But this, we were just talking about this too, is that this is actually like the only spot where we're doing like a 90% renovation. Everything else is just kind of touch-up work.
Yeah.
This is the rebuild zone.
Yeah,
so
that's why it's taking so long.
yeah, and we made a big decision about it's not happening anytime soon. We're pretty tapped right now financially, but we are gonna swap out the wood stove that we have in the boat for a fully certified, you've seen it, it's the same one that's in Tally-Ho, the Hobbit. It's 800 pounds, so probably about 1,500 Canadian. So we're gonna go for that eventually.
We kind of discussed we need $1,000 each, and we can get the stove of our dreams.
Yeah,
but,
and it's more efficient, so any wood we bring on board is actually more valuable for heat as well.
I really like insurance, and I'd love for everything just to be insurable. Like, we've made it such a huge and high investment in this. Like, I'm not gonna risk it. Yeah,
that's the other thing too, is that it means that we can pull this stove out before our survey, and then it's not even a discussion at that point.
And there's some broken tile too from where Barry has like chopped wood, and I think just a thick yuck.
Yeah.
Brass plate
Yeah,
would
we're
be
gonna-
like the ultimate. I don't really like chopping wood in here though, just let the record show.
Totally. Sometimes you gotta. And yeah, we've just been sanding the roofs, scraping the deck beams. So we got a paint scraper and a heat gun, and now we're can't even see them anymore. Yeah, this beam fully sanded back.
Yeah, so that's more or less what it's gonna look like before we.
Then we'll put the same stuff that we put on
the Gleam.
that drawer that you guys saw.
Total Bill Gleam.
But like the mess this makes, it's crazy.
Crazy. You're coated in it too.
And yeah, I've just been going over and like this feels fully smooth. It's
yeah, it was. I mean, you could see the grain on it from just sanding.
There's
like,
so much texture on this, so like working this back to actual smooth. Because if we're gonna put fine paint on this, we don't want it to be all orange peely and bullshitty.
I'd be
so
curious to ask John when he painted this green.
right.
I'm gonna say like 1987.
And I bet you he used a paintbrush. Well, I know he used a paintbrush. You can literally just, you can see.
I mean, that could
The
just be
texture.
water ingression over the years, or just like the moisture.
I think it's hatching from the
So hard
paintbrush.
to say.
He certainly didn't use a roller.
It's not the worst, but I just hate the color. So.
And yeah, the leaks are generally slowing, but we
Yeah,
are.
it's not been raining.
Yeah.
So-
So the one thing is that as soon as we get a big clear opportunity with weather, we're gonna go fucking buck wild, pardon my language, on the deck, because that is what's allowing things like that rot in the corner to start.
Probably
And
be
we-
in March.
Yeah, March probably, which is going to entail those little handrails, those green handrails on the ground. I'm going to buck those off. We're going to clear the entire deck, look for any signs of rot, replace, fix, full epoxy seal, full fiberglass, and just go crazy on it.
Before we just kind of avoided putting things in the spot there was drips, but now we have systems and like.
Yeah, we're
we
putting
can't-
nice things in.
We can't be waking up to like a soaked bed. It's like
Yeah.
Chinese water torture that we like.
Yeah,
drips on here.
absolutely. So I'm gonna be later actually replacing all the teak on the deck. Whether I replace it with teak is an unknown. There is a guy selling teak around here, but teak ain't cheap, so we got some decisions to make. Otherwise, I'll probably go with red or yellow cedar.
If you can even understand all of those jobs that we just mentioned, we have a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate you guys supporting us through this.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I mean, we're happy to do the work. We love the work, but
Yeah.
like, it just, yeah, it's like, yeah, it's just, it's time.
Yeah, we're getting there. We appreciate you guys hanging in there.
Hang loose.
But as you, like everything's getting brighter and
it's
painted.
changing in here rapidly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I
feels-
stand by the wood stove? I'm so cold.
Yeah.
Oh, can you
And
close the hatch for me?
I found a leak in my plumbing system. It was this little blue hose I was using was just not up to the task, but I did find I have some hose that is appropriate, so I'm gonna swap all that out, and then I think the plumbing system is back to 100%, or finally at 100%, and then Galley assembly begins. So cheers to you guys. Thanks for hanging in there.
We out here. We appreciate it.
We'll see you guys around. Thanks for hanging in there. Talk to you later. Bye.